6:49 and welcome back. We are looking live right now at the scene of a nightclub shooting in Fort Myers, Florida that happened overnight. Witnesses say the parking lot of that club was littered with bullet casings. As you can see, police remain on scene this morning. We've got the latest details for you coming up right here on the Valley Today. Well, a very good Monday morning to you, and thank you so much for waking up with the Valley Today. I'm Kyle Bosch. Lisa Bedeau has the morning off. Just getting started now with nonstop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we do start with the very latest on breaking news we've been following for you all morning. At least 2 people are dead and more than a dozen others are hurt after a shooting at a nightclub in Florida. Police say it happened early this morning at a club in Fort Myers during a teen night at the club. The ages of the victims range from 12 to 27 years old. Now, officers have detained 3 people in connection with the shooting, but they are still searching the area for more suspects. No word yet this morning on any possible motive. We are also following some breaking news for you this morning out of downtown Fargo. Charges are possible against 2 juveniles after police were called to Dyke West Park on reports of someone with a gun. The officers were searching that area around midnight for possible damage to the park. They did find 2 juveniles with airsoft guns. Now, there is no word yet on any possible charges against those juveniles. Police tell Valley News Live they can't release many more details because the suspects are underage. Well, in our election 2016 coverage now, scandal is surrounding the Democratic National Convention as delegates gather in Philadelphia to open that convention today. The head of the DNC, Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, announced yesterday she will resign after the convention. It all comes after leaked emails were posted online over the weekend suggesting that the DNC favored Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders during the primary, despite promises to remain neutral. Now, the Vermont senator applauded the resignation, but also stressed that his goal remains the same, to try and help defeat Donald Trump in November. He is expected to call for party unity when he speaks at the convention tonight. Well, 6:51 now means it's time to get a look at weather and traffic on the ones. We start with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good morning. Today is another lovely start to the day with sunshine and mild temperatures. It's going to be warm, though, once again. In fact, a little bit too hot for some people today, with those temperatures getting close to the 90-degree mark once again. We're looking at highs back into the upper 80s. Factor in a little bit of mugginess, a little humidity. It's going to feel warmer than that as you're outdoors today, with lots of sunshine as well. The wind becoming a little more southerly into the afternoon hours, and we'll see the winds into the teens and perhaps gusting to near 20 miles per hour. Here's a look at the radar. Super quiet here in the valley and beyond. We've got some really dry weather here today, or at least to start off. 57 in Fargo, 59 in Grand Forks. It's 61 in Devil's Lake and also Bemidji, a temperature of 61 degrees. And we have, from time to time, have had some lower visibility. 3 miles in Thief River Falls thanks to some low clouds and some fog that's developed there, and there's been some patchy fog in other places as well to look out for today. But here's a look at your afternoon planner for everyone in the valley. We're looking at temperatures into the 80s, especially down in the south and west. That's where we have the best chance for seeing 90 degrees today. Everybody getting a shot of some sunshine as well. And into the afternoon, evening hours, we may see 1 or 2 showers pop up late tonight. Most of the day will be sunny and hot. Now, looking ahead toward Tuesday, back into the mid-80s, still humid. In addition to that, a chance for some storms coming up late in the day on Tuesday. And we have a few rounds of rain and thunder showers possible as we move through the work week. It won't be raining all week long, but the possibility is there for seeing 1 or 2 storms move through. In addition, look at these temperatures from the near 90-degree temperature today to the upper 70s by Friday. We're cooling things down, and this weekend looks good so far. We're looking at 80s and some sunshine. Let's check in with Al for a traffic update.
Lisa, we're back on the Metro Interstate Loop. I-94 traffic has really picked up. My goodness, westbound traffic pretty darn busy this morning, and there continues to be some slowdowns in that construction zone on the Minnesota side of I-94 westbound. Make sure that you're looking out for that. Traffic tends to slow up a little bit in there. We have a stalled pickup this morning. It's one that I saw yesterday. It's on southbound Interstate 29, about halfway between the Tri-Level and 32nd Avenue. No lights, no flashers. Make make sure you're looking out for that. Another big getting around deal today. Traffic is making a lane switch on 13th Avenue work zone, so make sure that you're planning for that as well. Drive extra carefully today and always on I-94, Willamette Valley today traffic.
54 now. A high wind shift in a large California wildfire is forcing hundreds of people north of Los Angeles to evacuate this morning. The sand fire has already burned about 22,000 acres so far. One person has been killed and at least 18 homes have been destroyed, but as many as 4,500 other homes could be threatened by the flames. The fire started Friday afternoon. It's only about 10% contained this morning. Charges are still pending after a Fargo man crashed into a tree in West Fargo over the weekend. Police responded to that crash in the 500 block of 7th Avenue West around 12:30 yesterday morning. According to authorities, the driver of the pickup, 24-year-old Lucas Soberg of Fargo, was headed east on 7th Avenue when he went off the road while going around a curve and hit a tree. Soberg and his passenger, Dylan Lehman, were both taken to the hospital for serious injuries. Police say it appears that alcohol was a factor in that crash. Funeral services will be held today for a police officer shot and killed in Baton Rouge, Louisiana last weekend. The ceremony for Officer Montrell Jackson will take place at the Living Faith Christian Center. Officer Jackson was one of 3 officers ambushed and killed by gunman Gavin Long outside a gas station. Overseas, German authorities are learning more information about a suicide bomber who injured several people at a crowded music festival near Nuremberg yesterday before killing himself. They say the 27-year-old who died was denied asylum in Germany and tried to detonate a device after being denied entry into the festival. Authorities have not ruled out the possibility the attacker was a radical extremist. 2 men in their 20s are in custody following a shooting in Minot early yesterday morning. Officers were dispatched to the 600 block of 3rd Street Northwest in response to a group of people fighting. Police say there were several shots fired in the incident. They also had to chase a vehicle that sped away from the scene, and that's when they arrested the 25-year-old driver who's facing charges and a passenger in the vehicle who was identified as the alleged gunman and is also facing charges. Well, health officials were called to help with cleanup after a semi-crash in the Northern Valley over the weekend. It happened yesterday morning on I-29 near Manville, North Dakota. The Highway Patrol says a man was driving a semi and pulling a diesel tanker when it rolled in a ditch. State health officials had to build a temporary dam to try and contain about 300 gallons of diesel fuel that leaked out. The driver of the semi was taken to the hospital. Well, after a destructive fire back in February, Square One Kitchens in Fargo is back open and back renting out their space to local businesses and offering classes for kids and adults. The Valley Today's Christy Larson has been live at Square One Kitchens all morning and joins us once again. Hi, Christy.
Well, good morning, Kyle. I have to admit I'm being put to work because I had to taste test one of the cookies that Casey made this morning that are being shipped out. But we just wanted to mention again, this is such a beautiful space now that you guys are back open. And I think one of the fun things that has come, or not fun things, but one of the good outcomes is just seeing that community support that you guys had when you had the fire happen.
Yes. Well, obviously we live in a wonderful community and we see that through various events and things that happen and the support that everyone has, and we feel very fortunate that our community helped us carry through and get back on our feet after everything.
Yeah. And now you guys offer a lot of those classes for people to take, and you know, some of those instructors are great ones like we've had even on some of our shows at Valley News Live, but that's why you encourage them. You get to come, you get your hands-on experience in a big kitchen without making a mess in your own kitchen.
Yes, yep, and you get to kind of pick the brains of chefs and other people that do cooking every day, and you learn little tips and tricks that you might not have picked up on your own. So it's always a good and fun experience, not just educational, but fun.
Yeah, and this Wednesday, kids are going to be learning to make their own homemade mac and cheese and also their own homemade chicken nuggets. And so if you're interested, we do have the link, valleynewslive.com. Click on the hot button, and that's where you can find out more information, more schedules up there for what other classes are going to be happening. And Kyle, I think I better keep doing some work because that one cookie I had was really good, and I might need to just eat one more.
Yeah,
one more cookie.
It looks delicious, and if you can hold yourself to just one more, you're better than me, that's for sure. Christy Larson reporting live for us this morning. Thanks, Christy. Well, we've got some more breaking news that just came into the newsroom. We want to give you a heads up about it. Fargo police say they're looking for a driver who crashed a stolen vehicle into a parked car this morning, then took off. It all happened around 4:30 a.m. along 14th Street South between 6th and 7th Avenues. Now, a canine was brought in to search for that driver but did not find anyone. Of course, we'll continue to update you on this story throughout the day on Valley News Live and at valleynewslive.com. Okay, let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Most adults say coffee is the #1 thing that gets them in a better mood on Monday. So what is number 2? The answer, listening to music. I can totally get that.
That was my answer.
When you're driving into work and you get like a good song coming on at 3:30 in the morning,
Yes.
it definitely helps distract you from the fact that it's 3:30 in the morning.
And maybe pumps you up for the day too a little bit. We've got a sunny one today, hot too.
We'll take it. We don't really have a choice, do we?
No.
That's our time on this Monday morning, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.